Hey Kai.
Hey Jay,
So, what game do we have in store today?
imagine you're lost in a forest
Okay.
and out of the corner of your eye, you see a sexy, shirtless, loincloth wearing, deer headed man
Oh,
who's also holding an axe. I'm not
okay.
mad about it. You're also Kermit the Frog, though.
Okay. Interesting. So, big boy and small girl.
She gets to be small girl and he is big boy.
Gosh. This wonderful game is called Maurice in the Predator's Nest. It's free and multiplayer online.
I
Really
forget that it's
great.
free. I forget this is not a
Yeah,
paid game.
yeah, this one was completely free. Wonderful, wonderful. So you already spoke a little bit about the
The vibes.
Mr. Man, Mr. Deer Man. There's also some other characters in there. We've got the dinosaur, which is completely random. Predator. I can be a dinosaur, but then I can't be the
Sexy deer
muscular
man.
deer man. Yeah, like
Hey, Miss Piggy,
why
you
is
wanna
the
see
only
my
other option
teeth?
is to be a dinosaur? Why couldn't they make other types of deer man? Like
Or deer woman.
we just have this nice layout
Mm-hmm.
of a predator and then there's a dinosaur.
A
I don't
T-Rex,
understand
to
that.
be specific. You know what I'm most
And
mad about is the fact that you can customize the T-Rex, but you can't customize the deer man.
yes, that's like and you have to pay for all the dinosaur add-ons. Like we don't want more dinosaur, we want
No,
more
we want more
deer
deer
man.
man.
And then I don't know how they were allowed to use Kermit as like I feel like that's what am I thinking of?
Copyright?
Yeah, like copyright
I feel like that
or
would be an issue if this was a paid game, but the fact that it's
okay, yeah.
not,
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
maybe that has something to do with it.
I see that.
And technically, it's not Kermit; it's Maurice.
Wait, Maurice. Oh, you're right. The frog's
Because
name is Maurice,
Maurice is
not
in the
the.
predator's
He's
nest.
okay. Why did I think that the deer man's name was Maurice the whole time? It's the frog's name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was one of your favorite moments while playing this game?
Um, one of my favorite moments while playing this game, definitely just trying out the features and scaring myself. There was this one time that I think I realized that the night vision, the heat goggles
Oh
were a
yeah.
thing, and I turned them on when I was right in front of Angel, and I jump scared myself.
Press C.
What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, that was
You're
terrifying.
leaning.
So trying to figure out the game was probably just the funniest part because I didn't know how to play anymore.
And there's not really a manual. You
No,
just like
yeah, you don't even get to see like what the controls are or anything.
they just throw you in there and they're like, "All right, figure
They're
it
like,
out."
here you go, survive.
I'd have to say one of my favorite moments was when I was spectating Angel and you were showing us how your jump was.
Can you spectate your dead body, Jasa, and see
Yeah, I'm
me?
spectating my dead body right now. I can see you. I can see up like up. Oh my
I have jumped all the way into the tree. I can jump. Did you see that? I can jump
god!
so high.
What the fuck? You like crouch down to jump too.
Yeah.
It's like a big boy jump. There was no way I could have spectated you from my body, but luckily she was right there and I was like, oh yeah, I could see you. But
And luckily
meanwhile,
I
she's just
couldn't see
standing there.
anything.
Yeah.
Look at the tree. Down into the water at the base of the tree. You've been sitting here the entire time.
I was
You've been-
spectating you the entire time.
Jason,
I can't actually see you from where my body is because it's
But-
underwater. I was spectating.
I was
the whole-
So
trying.
so you could see how high I jumped?
My game was so dark the whole time. I don't know why, but I'm glad that y'all's was a little more lit up than what mine was giving.
Yeah, I mean it was dark for a game. It just wasn't like pitch black.
Yeah.
But it could have been a little lighter, even if they just had like some torches lit up around.
Yeah. I agree. They needed just a little bit more to see. But I mean, you do get flashlights, but you'll get spotted so easily with the flashlights.
Yeah.
Alright, let's kick into some of these ratings. All of them were inappropriate. There was
Yeah,
I-
these ratings were
people really like the Deer Man.
I mean, I really like the Deer Man.
Yes.
I mean, there's a couple moments in the clips that you can tell I really like the Deer Man. Ah! 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 Oh, hey.
Oh.
I recommend this game. Since I've been playing, my biceps have grown 4 inches. In parentheses, I'm not the creator of this game with another account. 230.8 hours on record.
That's so many hours.
It
That
also
looks like an
says
amount of hours.
1.5 hours at review time, which means they went back for another 229 hours
Oh.
after.
Oh.
So,
Okay, maybe
let's
I
do the
believe
math.
them.
After an hour and a half, their biceps grew 4 inches. So
Oh.
after just doing regular math, after 230 hours of playing, their biceps would have grown 613 inches.
Is that
Are
how do we can we scale that up to anything? What is something we can compare
big is
with these inches?
613 inches? I don't know. Let's see.
Okay. Objects that are I'll just put 600 inches. Okay.
So,
Compared to a Hollywood sign?
yeah, I see that too. The white letters of the Hollywood sign are about 600 inches long.
Okay.
Those are some pretty big biceps. That's like almost up to par with Deer Man.
Maybe he's on like or in that book of the world's biggest things.
The Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes. He's got a world record for biceps.
Biggest biceps from this game. That's insane.
I 100% recommend this game. Prior to playing, I was struggling with erectile dysfunction with my numerous male sexual partners. But now, after playing a couple of games, I can confidently say that I have received my forklift operator's license and have only been in 3 accidents resulting in casualties.
4.3 hours on record.
Guys, if you play for 4 hours, you'll get your forklift license. You'll be forklift certified in 4 hours.
With only 3 accidents resulting in casualties. Doesn't have as much playtime as the previous 2. Only 0.2 hours on record. Before I played Maurice in the Predator's Nest, I had a small PP, no friends, no girlfriend, depression, and no life. These things haven't changed, but the game is pretty good.
Maybe he needs to play it for a little bit longer.
I
Get
think
those
he does.
biceps up.
Get those biceps up, he'll have a girlfriend in no time. I mean, if I looked like Deer Man, I wouldn't be depressed. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's kind of long. I might stutter.
It's okay. You got this. I believe in you.
This game saved my marriage. Me and my wife were going through a rough patch because I couldn't stop pissing on the toilet seat. Eventually, it led to a bathroom full of piss. I think that's what's there. I think that's what the hearts need. Walls and ceiling covered in everything. But that's beside the point. My wife handed me divorce papers and said that she couldn't handle the toilet seat piss. No, that says piss. What do the hearts say? We went through a long court process for our kids and house and all of that. We were one day away from being divorced, and then I found this game. I played, and despite what my hours say, I have 534 days put into this game. And then my wife saw it. She instantly fell right back into my... Whoa, hold on a second. I'll just back up. She instantly fell right back in love, and my PP grew 18 feet. I think you played it wrong. It's supposed to be your biceps, man, not...
Don't forget the little smiley face he put.
18 feet.
So I don't think that word is piss.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because the other piss was not censored. Maybe it's shit?
I think that's what it is. It's the only other thing that makes sense.
Led to a bathroom full of shit? But that doesn't make sense, because he said he was pissing everywhere.
With one comes the other, am I right?
Okay.
4.6 hours on record.
Yeah. The wrong thing grew. I think he, installed the game wrong or something.
Yeah. Maybe he was playing the dinosaur, not the Deer Man.
Not the Deer Man. If you play dinosaur, your baby grows 18 feet.
But if you play Deer Man, your biceps grow.
You're nice and strong.
0.8 hours on record. Very scary. I poop pant. There were several instances where I got jump scared.
Oh my gosh, yes. When I went back and watched your POV, and saw where you went into the container and turned around, and it just, a whole jump scare right there. Oh, Q and E let you peek around corners?
So he can get you inside of the storage containers. I thought the container was too small for the dinosaur.
Right? You would think so. That should be, safe cover.
It was not.
Our
You're
AI
never safe.
was too smart. Can you add sex to Maurice? 1 hour on record.
Can you?
Well, I did have this one glitch where he became like a freak-a-leak for a second. A few minutes.
A freak-a-leak, you say?
He's getting freaky. He goes no hands with it. Yeah.
There was also an incident where I was the Deer Man and y'all were inspecting my lack of balls.
Face full of balls. Does he have balls?
I think so.
Let me see. Let me see. Stop moving, damn. Turn around. Alright.
There was no lack of peanuts, though.
Yeah, that was there.
That was there.
Very there.
Yeah, he's got a square
Peanut.
pee-pee.
Next review, only a half hour on record. No sex with deer man. 0 out of 10. Very
They gotta
similar
give
to
the
the
people
last
what
one.
they want. They gotta give the people what they want.
They have to.
Everybody says it. They gotta do it.
I think if you guys could see like the amount of reviews that have that same like
There's so many.
there's
Yeah.
so many.
They're
There's
all
so
saying
many.
the same thing. Yeah. I left my family for this game. The soft grasp of the antler man. Wait, he says grass twice. The soft grasp of the antler man grasping my petite frog cheeks is all the comfort and support I could ever want. Only 5 hours though.
5.7 hours on record. 3.5 at review time, which means he went back for
Played
another
a little
2
bit more.
hours, but
I guess he gave up on the deer man.
I guess that soft grasp was not enough for
Wasn't
him.
enough. Yeah.
A buddy of mine that I play this with said if this review gets 250 likes and 50 awards, he will buy me 2 kilos of fresh tuna and a dozen eggs. Help me out here. 9.7 hours on record.
He did actually play a bit.
He played a little bit. I wonder if he ever got his tuna and eggs.
Yeah. Did they hold up their part? Can you message people on here?
I'm sure you could. So far he only has 13 awards. I can't see how many likes he has on this one.
Well, he doesn't have enough awards yet, so I'm gonna say he did not get his tuna or eggs.
I'm gonna give him a like though, just in case he needs one of those. Help him get his tuna
That
and
was
eggs.
he posted that this year. March. Last month.
Oh yeah, that was just a couple weeks ago. So he's on track. He might actually get it. Just a couple more weeks.
Soon. I can't touch the dinosaur's ass. You're barking up the wrong tree.
It's not the dinosaur's ass that you want to touch. It's
You don't want
Maurice.
that. Or-
Only 3.5 hours on record. Does say not recommended.
Very sad. You should have went for the deer man. Maybe you would have did a thumbs up instead.
I do have to say that it doesn't even say dinosaur. It says dinosaurs.
Oh, I'm just dyslexic.
I don't know who Dina is or why she's sour, but she better protect her ass. This next review, I think they make a really good point. 2.4 hours on record. They said, and I really think that make a really good point when they bring it up. Because speaking of, I totally agree.
If I were to give my own personal rating of the game, I think I would give. I'm gonna say a 7 out of 10 because of the lighting. It was hard to see. And I think we did have a couple glitches within the game, like where you were alive, but it showed you spectating somebody or something. There is some glitches in there. It's a free game though.
Yeah.
So that's why I stand by the 7 out of 10. Yeah.
I would have to say 6 out of 10 because there are the lighting issues for sure. There is the fact that I've started spectating people out of nowhere. But then there were also the glitches that made the game unplayable. Like when you got stuck up in the rock and couldn't move.
Yeah, I was stuck there pretty much for the rest of the game. And then there
were no access cards for us to actually finish the game. There was
no like tutorials or no guidance.
right.
Yeah.
There was the point where I had killed you and put you in the water, but Angel couldn't escape because you weren't in the boat. But she also couldn't revive you.
Because I would, yeah.
So I would say 6 out of 10 for those reasons. It is buggy sometimes, but it's really fun. So
it's really fun, and
especially
since deer.
Especially since it's free. You can kind of overlook all of the bugs for the fact that it's free and the fact that there is sexy deer man. What games do we have up in the running? I know we haven't chosen one for the next episode, but do we have an idea?
We have a couple options.
We have a bit of a roster.
So we have some more serious options. I know we've given some like silly gameplay. Or I wouldn't say this one was really silly, but it was free and So
It was a
these
little
are
silly.
paid games. We've got Sons of the Forest, Lethal Company, the Power Wash Simulator game, and then Demonologist. Those are some of our options that we're thinking about. We'll eventually cover all of them, I believe, but just for
Just don't know which one is gonna be next.
the next episode. I have a question, actually.
Okay.
I probably should just Google this.
Lay it on me.
How do you say her name?
Persephone?
Okay. I knew that was correct. I don't know why, for like the past, I don't know how many years, but my brain wants to say Persephone. I know that's
Why
not
did I
right,
know?
though.
Why did I think that exactly? I was like, this
My
bitch is about
my
to say
brain's like-
Persephone.
My brain's like Persephone, and I'm like, that's not it. Nobody would ever have that name. That's not even a real name.
I love Hades and Persephone.
So, wait, how far am I in this? Yeah, I knew it had to be Persephone. I'm in chapter 3. I've been going and laying out in my hammock outside and reading it when the weather's nice, of course. It rained today. I like it so far. She, has met him. They didn't know. And then she had a, meeting with her mother. That's kind of where
Got it.
I left off. Yeah. I
There.
kind of know the story already because of the webtoon that I used to read. It's pretty much the same thing, but way more detail. Way more detail.
Mm-hmm. So
And more.
that book is actually part of a series. There are 3 books that are in her perspective and 3 books that are in his perspective.
Oh.
I know for sure
I
this book is spicy. I think all of them are, but I'm not sure because I haven't read the other ones. But they are really highly rated.
I got this one to start, and I wanted to make sure I finished it before I went and bought more, because I have a bad habit of going and starting a hobby or craft or anything, buying a bunch of stuff for it, and then...
Abandoning it?
Yes. But I have been reading it, so I think I will eventually go get the other books, but
Yeah.
this is it.
I am so glad you finally started reading.
I used to love reading so much. I just got distracted.
That makes
adulthood.
sense. I did too for a while. Like, I was a big reader in like middle school and high school. and I even dabbled with a little bit of creative writing. But then, I became an adult, have bills and stuff, and I just didn't think about reading. And then I just picked it back up at the beginning of the year, and I was like, oh yeah, this is why I love it. I just finished a book series that was, it was so good. It made me feel like I was watching a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I felt so immersed into it. There's one more book that's like not really a novella, but it's like not really part of this series either. It's like an extra, kind of like giving backstory and whatever. But I'm waiting for it to come out in paperback because I do not like hardcover books.
I do like whenever you're able to read one and actually like kind of visualize and feel everything. I remember like actually crying while reading a book, and it's crazy that somebody can rip your feelings out like that
with just words. I really felt connected to this book series that I was reading because the heroine of the story has the same like surname as like my family's name.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, this is me. She is I. We're the same person. And I don't know if you do this too, but like every time I read a book, like that's not the main character, that's just me.
Yeah, okay.
That's just me with like horns. That's me with blonde hair.
Yeah. You like it's kind of like when you go to the movie theater and adapt all of the characteristics of the main character from the movie, and you're suddenly pretending to be them for like the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, it just becomes like your whole personality. There was this book that I got because of how pretty the edges are.
Ooh.
They're purple.
I see that.
And there's this inside artwork.
Oh.
That is so gorgeous.
It is.
I got it, I think, in January. But I just never picked it up because I was like so scared. I was like, this book is so pretty. If it sucks, I'm going to cry.
Oh, yeah.
It does not suck. It was so good. It's kind of like a dark academia, college student and professor romance mixed with a little bit of murder.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it almost felt like kind of true crime because you're sitting there trying to guess who's behind everything, and then it ends up being the person you least expect it to be.
Oh, yeah.
So that was, it really had me going there. It's just, this book is just, it's the insides are as pretty as the outside. I still haven't started a new book yet. I'm kind of like on a book hangover from those two. I get really like scared too. So I read a lot of books. I think I read 8 books in March. But I get really scared. Like if I go through like a 5-star read, then I'm like, what if I start another book and it sucks? Then I'm gonna have to like keep like looking for books.
And then it's gonna make you be like, oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, ugh, I don't really want to read right now.
Thanks for the waste of time.
Exactly. And waste of money.
I think I sent you the picture of my receipt, but whenever this book rang up, it showed up as $4 instead of the full price, and I was like, there was no advertisement of a sale going on either, so I was just like, ooh,
that is insane.
Let me hurry up and buy that and run away.
The only sales that I get on books, because I go to Barnes & Noble, I actually paid $40 for the premium subscription, so now I get 10% off my books.
Okay.
But I have been wanting to shop a little bit more mindful and going to like used bookstores and stuff, but it's just like
There's a lot of the times,
There's
the books are still in really great condition.
They are. I just like don't like shopping by myself. That's like the only reason that I don't go. What's funny is speaking of used bookstores, I found this site recently. It's called Thrift Books and it's exactly what it sounds like. Um they're literally just it's a used bookstore but online. And I bought a series that I started in middle school because I still had a couple books left over, but I didn't have the
Mm-hmm.
complete series. And since I read that series in middle school, the covers have been revamped. So they didn't have the original covers, and I didn't want to have mismatched books, so I had to buy them used. But I still have like 5 packages from Thrift Books unopened because I'm just like, oh, I need to wait to open them because I have to film a TikTok about it. It's been 3 months. They're sitting in a corner in my room.
Oh. You know what? I really want to, I used to read a lot of horror books. I want to find some good, like, adult ones.
Horror, like, what do you mean, like horror, like true crime, or horror just like kind of like spooky
Like,
thriller?
scary, like, sends, like, a little chill down your spine. I don't know. I like, I used to read a lot of horror stories and, well, I mean, everybody read the scary stories to tell in the dark. There
Mm-hmm.
was also, I can't even remember half of the names of the ones that I read. I just, like, can slightly remember the cover photo of them.
Do do you like young adult books?
Yes.
Okay. Um, did you watch the Barbie movies growing up?
I saw some of them. I didn't see all of them.
Did you watch Barbie as the 12 Dancing Princesses?
I did not see that one.
Okay, so this book is that I'm thinking of. It's a young adult horror. It's not like in your face horror. It's more of like kind of like it messes with your brain, thinking that things are going one way and then it completely flips on you. It is loosely based on the tale that the 12 Dancing Princesses were based on. So basically,
Okay.
there's 12 sisters, and they go through a secret portal and they dance for 12 hours like every night, and their father's trying to figure out why the fuck are they going through their shoes so fast because they're dancing every night.
Yeah.
Um, that's the tale it's based on, but it's this book literally changed my brain chemistry. I'll send it to you so that you can read it.
Okay.
Like this one literally like it had me like biting my knuckles, throwing myself on the floor.
No. Okay.
And there's two of them. One
Oh.
is from one sister's perspective and then the other one is the youngest sister when she grows up and she's going through a similar thing. So, it's like it's really good.
Intrigued. I'm intrigued. I will see you next time. Kai.
Jay.
Bye.